Hey guys, what's going on? Druzy here, back again with another South Park Phone Destroyer video, and today is the last day before the seasonal reset in Legendary Arena, so the reset will go live tomorrow sometime early morning for myself, so good luck to all those grinding it out to get their last couple of level ups before the seasonal reset. Also, there are going to be some balance changes that are going to be coming out to the game as well. We will look at that, well, we'll look at that real fast. So Mecha Timmy will decrease base attack. Will get a decrease from base attack down 10 points. His knockback effect down 33%. Movement speed increased by 22% and reduced range. Charge power to 7. It was max range. It was all the way to the back of the end of the new kid, which was just ridiculous. So it's good to see that with Mecha Timmy, the debuffs that are coming to him. Mr. Hanky will increase his base HP up to 98 from 33 and 98 from 37. Dwarf Engineer Dougie, Barrel Dougie, Prophet Dougie, and Power Fist Dougie all getting buffs to their base attack, base first hit damage, and then some of their abilities, it looks like. Well, Prophet Dougie only gets an increase to his base attack. Power Fist Dougie increases base attack. His power now also freezes enemies around the enemy new kid, other than just freezing the new kid for a brief period of time. And Barrel Dougie increases base attack from 100, and his first hit damage from 48 to 35. So, I mean, the best Dougie right now is Barrel Dougie. Anyways, Prophet Dougie may be a close second, just as far as usage is concerned. I think that this boost will help Dwarf Dougie a little bit, and Barrel Dougie will still reign supreme in my opinion. Base stats are level 1s with no upgrades for these abilities, and that's pretty much it for the balance changes. So not a huge influx of balance changes in this reset, but the main focus of this deck of today's video is to look at Mr. Mackey and Priest Maxi in a PvE style deck. Now I know that some of you guys have asked in previous content if I would make more PvE style decks, because I know some of you are trying to grind out or get some levels done in PvE, not just focus on PvP decks. Well, PvE decks aren't as interesting to a lot of people and a lot popular, at least as far as views are concerned, so I usually try to focus on PvE style decks, but every once in a while I'll throw a PvE deck around. So I thought the two newest cards, Mackey and Priest Maxi, I think they could combo and synergize decently well together and be an interesting deck. If I put Gizmo Ike behind maybe Mr. Mackey, get all that buffs going, get Bounty Hunter Kyle in there as well, have that regeneration to heal everyone, Friar Jimmy to keep everyone alive, I think this deck has the potential to be good in PvE. But we're going to try it out here in the last level, which is considered to be the hardest level in PvE, so we'll see how it does here in this one, and we might do a couple other PvE boss fights or something like that, just to kind of get an idea of how effective this deck could or could not be. Alright guys, let's check the deck out, see how it does here in PvE. We got Maxi to start. There are going to be a decent amount of swarms, so we're going to want to try to deal with that. Let's get Bounty Hunter Kyle up top. Should boost some of this damage. We got Butters to deal with some of these units on the ground already. I'd love to have Robo Bebe in here. See if we can get her in here really quick. Help deal with all this swarm, because there's going to be more swarmias than what we just dealt with. That was just a small glimpse into it, so here we go. We've got all these units here. Father Max is still kind of wailing away here. Robo's helping. We did lose one bar, but that's not the end of the world. So we'll just get the Ikes going. Let's get Father Maxi. Pair it with Mr. Mackey, not Father Mackey. Let's see what we can do here. We unfortunately lost Bounty Hunter Kyle. We still got all the Ikes. We got Cupid Cartman in the back trying to help out. We have Robo Bebe just tearing apart here on the side here. Mackey's going to go down. We got all these Gizmo Ikes out here. Let's keep the Ikes pumping out as much as we can, as fast as we can. Here, because we got to get them underneath the shields as quickly as possible. They really need to short down the animation of Cartman there. He just takes just a little bit too long to do all that. Okay. Keep popping these Ikes. Let's slow all this down. Let's get Kyle back in here. He's going to start buffing up all these Ikes. Still got Robo Bebe, who's now extremely strong right now. We've got Ikes galore. They're taking all that out. Even though we've lost quite a few of our Ikes, unfortunately, to Shield Maiden Wendy, but I mean, look at Robo Bebe, just the amount of damage he's pumping out right now. We got Father Maxi here to help buff that all up. Cheese was probably going to take out Cartman by herself. We get Mr. Mackey out here. Mr. Mackey will give a little bit of extra boost to her as she's in that back line. Also giving a little bit of buff to Kyle there, and that's going to take Cartman out there. So we do end up winning the match with the deck. Unfortunately, not really the best way to showcase Mackey and Mackey together, but I mean, I'm still kind of up on debate on either of the two cards again to see kind of where I would place them as far as usefulness is concerned. But, you know, let's try against some other things. I know this is one mission that some people have, I don't know if this is the one. There's one mission with Randy that people have stated is a little bit difficult. Amazingly Randy level. I believe it's this one. So we'll test it out on this specific mission just to see how it does as well. But usually these decks seem to be kind of possibly best suited against a boss kind of scenario, more so than in just straight up regular PvE. So let's get Fire Jimmy out here. Can start here with Mackey because that'll bust up Bebe as she's going to start taking out some of this swarm. And we can get Bounty Hunter Kyle in here to kind of assist with the swarm as well as boost up Bebe, as well as Mackey doing the same kind of similar thing. Mackey's also getting healed pretty nicely from Friar Jimmy as well, so that's also very useful. Let's get Cupid Cartman in here. Cupid Cartman, not necessarily the best card for PvE, but he can just do a ton of damage in the air because there's usually not a lot of range units oftentimes to kind of really deal with him, so that we can kind of take advantage of that. Mackey's up in front. He's taking quite a bit of damage, so hopefully we can get Mackey over here as well as Friar Jimmy to help boost up his healing and keep him alive a little bit longer. Let's start getting Gizmo Ikes here in the back and just start kind of working towards getting Gizmo Ike slowly this direction. Let's regen this up to kind of boost everyone forward real quickly to kind of take out these lightning towers before they do a ton of damage. So Randy is now out, and this should be a cakewalk for us here the rest of the way. We may not even get the Gizmo Ikes up here in time to really do much of anything, so one of the lightning bolts went off. Mackey did lose some health, so he lost all of that, but Mackey boosting Cupid Cartman. And then you've got just all of that extra damage there with Bounty Hunter Kyle being added, Friar Jimmy healing. Can be pretty devastating. So obviously, probably not the best deck you're going to find, but obviously not the worst deck you're going to find for PvE either. So now that we've tried those, let's maybe try... let's try a boss fight against Kyle, how about? See how we fare. Well, if we do it against Ninja, then we're going to lose. Let's actually try it. Where is Imp Tweak at? If Imp Tweak is in this one. He is... Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I have all the rewards collected for that, so... I mean, we could still try it against Ninju. Or we could try it here again in this level here against Cartman. And this one will be the rats level, so this is the one with all the rat swarm that come in. Might be interesting to see how it does, how it pairs against this. Alright, so let's get Friar out here again. That was always helpful. Let's get Witch Doctor Token out this time. Now let's get Kyle up top to kind of help boost the damage. I'm going to save Witch Doctor Token if I can help it. Butter should get sacrificed here. Witch Doctor should help take down that there, so... Okay, let's get Poseidon Stan out here, because I think Poseidon Stan's a little underrated for PvE. I think his slow really helps a lot. in a number of situations. So I tend to put him in my decks as much as I can. And then now we're going to have Mackey out here, so Mackey's going to be able to help boost this damage output for our units. I'd love to get Father Maxi out here, but I don't know if that's going to happen in time. Let's get Poseidon Stand back out here. Slow everybody down. Witch Doctor Token's going to take out that range unit there. Mackey did go down. He doesn't have a ton of health, so that's obviously a weakness of him at level 2. Again, with the level disparity we're going to see with these other cards. But I think Mackey is going to overall be a good card for PvE. I think he's going to be a good card for challenge mode. I think that's where he's really going to shine. Yeah, some people have already got him to level 3. But, I mean, that's, again, probably going to be the best situation for him. I don't see him being super awesome in much other than in those game modes. I don't see him being good in PvP right away. Maybe in the future, but definitely not right now. So we were able to take that rat out and able to win this level. I don't know if this again is the best way to portray the mission, this kit necessarily, or this team, but all in all, I think it's been pretty solid so far. So let's try one last mission against. Oh my gosh, I keep going the wrong direction. Let's try again at level 60. Try it one more time and see if we can get 2 wins with it, and then probably wrap up the video. So, are there any PvE decks that you guys use that you think excel really, really well? You can, let people know down in the comments section. Kind of list off your deck that you use or what you showcase with. Or if there's any other suggestions for videos that you guys have, always do that on the mission and see how we do. Get Butters in here. Get Cupid Cartman up top. Should be able to help us take out some of these swarm units. We got Stan and Butters on the ground. They're not going to really help out too much against these pigeons here. But that should be fine. We should be able to take that out relatively easily. Get Witch Doctor Token out here. Let's slow all these swarm units down. Hopefully be able to get some damage on them. See if we can keep Witch Doctor Token alive, which we're able to do with his charge ability there. So that, it could have been worse, but I think that was okay for being able to survive that there. Alright, let's see if we can get some Gizmo Ikes in here to help us out. Should lose Cupid Cartman, unfortunately, but that'll be okay. Let's get Enforcer Jimmy out here to kind of help us deal with all this. Got a bunch of rats coming in. Okay, so we lost the bar there, but I think we should be able to salvage this one. Let's get Father Max out here. His healing will help quite a bit, I think, in this next round of fighting here. Ooh, the lightning thing took out Bounty Hunter Cow, so that's not going to help us out very much. But hopefully Astro Butters is going to go beeline for that ranged thing there, so that should help out quite a bit. Got Witch Doctor Token here, doing some good damage. Maxi's able to stay alive for the most part. He dies just now. That's okay, we're taking out these tank units. Okay, let's slow everybody down. Oh, Butters does not go for the right unit here. Alright, so we have to start a secondary push here back in the back. Fire Jimmy goes down pretty fast, and the rats are going to kill my Gizmo Ike, I think. Mackey's not going to be strong enough to deal with all those at level 5. Okay, so we got Ike. He's still alive, and then unfortunately heals back up. Witch Doctor token should be able to take him out, though. We're able to keep him alive. Alright, so we got Witch Doctor token in here. We're finally doing some damage to these towers. That's usually the hardest part of this mission, is taking these towers out. Can Robo Baby take these towers out, though, in time? Dougie's on our new kid. We're going to have to take him out. Ooh, we just barely survived there. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to win here. You just got to take those towers out, guys. If you can't take those towers out quickly enough, they will come back to bite you. So, yeah, Priest Maxi just so expensive, as well as Mr. Mackey. It was just hard to get both of those out there at the same time here on this go-through, but oh well. So, can't win them all. Even in PvE, sometimes these missions can be kind of difficult, but I still think the deck is viable in PvE for a lot of levels. I don't know if it's necessarily the best for the last mission there, unless you can get the card levels a little bit higher. But I think Mr. Mackey, again, can be paired well in a challenge mode style situation and in PvE. I think when you have him to level 3 or higher, I don't know how high most people were able to get him. I unfortunately was not able to get him to level 3. Hopefully we're able to do that in the near future and be able to showcase him off a little bit better. But what do you guys think of Mr. Mackey as a card? I don't think he's overwhelming quite yet. I think he could have potential to be useful in the meta in the very far off future. I don't think it's going to be great right away or anything like that. Also, a fun fact is that in 3 days from now is the 1-year anniversary of Phone Destroyer. So if you guys don't know what your anniversary date actually is for Phone Destroyer, there is one way that you can do it. So if you go to your messages tab and scroll all the way to the bottom where it says, "Hey new kid, you should come to my house and see maybe if you're the best in the whole world." That is your actual anniversary date for you playing the game. So mine was launch day 11/9 of 2017. So that is actually going to be on Friday will be the actual 1-year global launch anniversary of South Park Phone Destroyer. So it's going to be 5 days from now. So that's going to be really exciting to see what Red Links does for this weekend event, which is going to be, again, the 1-year anniversary since global launch. I have no idea what it's going to end up being, but I'm kind of excited to find out. I assume no new card will be coming or anything major like that may be happening, but I guess only time will tell here. So if you guys, what do you guys think that is going to happen here when the season, when the weekend event comes in and the 1-year anniversary hits? That should all be very exciting stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. More content to come for the rest of the week. And until next time, guys, my name is Druzy,